with our weekly look at how things are going in the good old US of A with the new Biden administration. And yes, I can tell you, things are not looking all that flash. Yes, there are some parts of Biden's agenda that might help indirectly Australia, especially Australian companies that are digging up the rare earths and other minerals needed to fund his green energy revolution. But on other areas of policy, especially China, things are more concerning for those of us here down under. While a number of commentators have done their best to assure Australians and the freedom-loving world that Biden is keen to continue with at least some elements of Donald Trump's China policies, the facts tell a different story. After Chinese dictator Xi Jinping delivered a speech at Davos that was so simultaneously full of aggro and false claims of bullying that the Herald Sun's Andrew Bolt said quite correctly that it could have been given by Adolf Hitler in 1939, what did Joe Biden do? Well, he signed an executive order, yes, another executive order, banning the use of the terms China virus or Wuhan flu to refer to COVID-19. Yes, seriously, it's a small but telling move that incidentally plays right into the hands of Beijing, which has, since the start of this thing, denied that the virus came from China and accused all those who have claimed otherwise of racism and causing offense, and suggested instead that COVID-19 could have come from Italy or the U.S. or anywhere but the Wuhan Institute of Virology. Anyway, presumably the Brits and South Africans are made of stronger stuff, as referring to the new UK strain or South African variant is still A-OK. This all happened in a week when China continued to harass Taiwan, detain more Hong Kong democracy advocates, and staged further quote-unquote exercises in the South China Sea. If it sounds like the Biden administration is responding to real threats with moral posturing, it is because that is exactly what they are doing. And it's not just on the subject of China. Everywhere, all of that happy Inauguration Day speech, talk of unity and American way, American resolve is giving way to hard left progressive tactics. Remember during the campaign when Biden ducked questions about whether he would pack or expand the number of justices on the Supreme Court to cement a left-wing majority? Well, it looks like it's happening, with the formation of a commission now to look into, quote, Supreme Court reform. And I think we all know where that is going. Meanwhile, in the Senate, Democrat Majority Leader Chuck Schumer is planning a whole host of progressive moves himself to help Biden steamroll Republicans and the 75 million Americans who voted for Trump. Among the proposals, they include, well, declaring a national climate emergency, which could be used to ban all petrol-powered autos off the road and get them off the road by 2040 at the stroke of a pen. Canceling student debt, which sounds great until you realize that this will involve working-class people footing the bill for other people's kids' bad educational decisions, and also raising the minimum wage, which, again, sounds great until you realize that what would be for one of the last remaining small or medium-sized businesses in America that has not been wiped out the pandemic. And you realize what that will do to your wage bill. The great danger in all of this is clear for Australia and for Scott Morrison as he seeks to leverage our decades-long special relationship with the United States into further support for us in a dangerous era. If we are not careful and Biden is too captured by the woke left in Washington, and every indication seems to be that he is, they'll remake America into a weak, woke shell of its former self. At the same time, China remakes the world.